Wondering why your digital marketing strategy isn't working? Today, I'm going to talk about some tips to actually help you create a successful digital marketing plan. Hi everyone, it is Leanne Cohen's here, Digital Success Catalyst and owner of Marketing Leap. And today we are going to be talking about some tips to actually help you create a really successful digital marketing plan. Why do you need a marketing plan? Having a marketing plan will actually help you set goals, set timeframes, and help you actually get an understanding of who it is that you are trying to talk to. And it's like anything to do with business. If you don't have a plan, you are setting yourself up to fail. So it's all about having processes in place and having things in place so that you have a very strong idea of where you're headed and what you're going to do. The first thing is actually setting out a bit of a strategy. Start looking at your business goals. What is it that you want to achieve from your marketing? Firstly, look at your business objectives. Do you want to increase leads? Do you want to increase sales? Do you just want more people coming to your website or having more brand awareness through your social media, which is, likes and follows and having people engage with you? That's the first place to start, because your strategy and your business goals are going to determine where you end up. 3 keys when it comes to creating a business plan, once you've identified your goals, is firstly to know your audience. This will always be the first step when it comes to marketing. If you don't have an understanding of who your target market is, you're actually wasting your time. So knowing who your audience is and your target market is so important. First thing you need to look at is start identifying some buyer persona profiles. So you look at their demographics, their income, their interests, their wants and their needs, and exactly what it is that they want from you, or what the service is that you can provide them that's going to make their life easier. Well, once you've actually identified your customer or your ideal target audience, then you can actually start creating what's called a customer journey. And that's actually looking at where people are at the different stages of getting to know you. You look at the different stages from awareness right the way through to retention. Think about if somebody doesn't know who you are, what kind of information are you going to put out first? Once they've got to know you a little bit and they've started following you, maybe they like something, then that next stage, what information are you going to put in front of them then? And then continuing down the chain, when they actually download something or start engaging or might even possibly buy from you, then you start looking at different ways that you can actually retain them and build that relationship. So have a really good look at your customer journey, because that's going to determine exactly what the content is that you put out. Now, if you don't know where your target market is hiding, I have done a previous video on this, and I do have an infographic that gets updated every single year as the platforms and demographics change. So you can check that out. I'll put the link in the comments. But this is the most important thing, is actually knowing exactly who your target audience is, because the next step is knowing exactly where they're hiding. So then you just need to have a look at your marketing channels and having a look at where your ideal target audience is actually hanging out online. Because when it comes to showing up online, you do not need to be everywhere. You simply need to be where your ideal audience is spending most of their time, and you need to be showing up consistently. So like I said, I do have an infographic if you'd like to download that, and that'll just give you a really good idea based on the demographics of where you should be hanging out. Also, you need to have a look at your website and have a look at your SEO, your search engine optimization, because that's going to determine how you get found. And it will also determine, based on where your clients are hanging out and who they are, the content that you're going to create. When it comes to the different marketing channels that are out there, and marketing channels, we're talking your website, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, email. These are all different ways that you can actually connect with your client. You might have a look at creating a blog article, turning that into Facebook posts or social media posts, for example. So that's where actually identifying your target audience and identifying the channels that you should be showing up on comes in. From there, you can actually sit down, start planning out your content. Now that you've mapped out your customer journey, that's going to determine the type of content that you put out, because you're going to allocate that across the different steps. Finally, once you've got that in place, the third most important step is to analyze and optimize. It's all well and good throwing all this content out, showing up, being consistent, but if you're not analyzing what's working and what's not working, you're not going to be able to optimize. So this is where you can sit down and have a very serious look at the impact of your strategy and have a look, like I said, at what's working. As always, you might have heard of SMART goals. They've got to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. As an example, if one of your business objectives is to increase your brand awareness, you might want to set up a SMART goal that says, okay, I'm going to increase my Facebook followers by 30% in the next 3 months. Now that's a SMART goal. Analyzing and optimizing gives you a really good opportunity to have a look at what works and do more of that, because that's going to help give more engagement. And remember, when it comes to marketing and showing up online, it is all about building those relationships. And then the final thing is, if it gets to the stage where you're starting to get overwhelmed, or you've done it, you've got an understanding of how it works, but you want to just improve from there, you need to know when to bring in the professionals. Because you started this business because you had a passion for what you did, not because you want to be a marketing specialist. It's always great, and I'm very passionate, and that's why I do these videos, about business owners understanding how digital marketing works and how they need to be showing up. But you also need to know when to hand it over, bring in professionals, and let you focus on your zone of genius and the areas that you love to do. One thing I really want to put out there as well is you don't need to have a huge amount of money, and you don't need to spend a lot of money to be memorable. You simply need to understand your brand, your audience, and what makes you and what you do special. So if there's nothing else that you take away from today, please just remember that. It doesn't take money to be memorable. It's just you having an understanding of what your audience needs from you. The whole idea of a marketing strategy and a marketing plan is to actually have some really clear business goals. Know exactly what it is and what the outcome is that you want from the time that you're spending when it comes to doing your digital marketing. Because as a business owner, your time is your most precious commodity. You need to know your audience. You need to create a bit of a customer journey, and then have a look at the marketing channels and identify what aligns with your ideal target audience and where they're spending most of their time. From there, then you need to start planning out your content. And once you've got all that done and you've got some runs on the board, start analyzing and optimizing and making sure that when you do your goals, they're SMART goals. I hope that's been of some value to you today. If you'd like to chat more about this, or you're not too sure exactly where to go or what to do, comment below, share your thoughts, or you can even book in a time and we can have a bit of a chat, and let's see how we can help you get your business growing. So in the meantime, guys, have an amazing week, and I will see you at the same time next week. Bye for now. If you want to be found online and share your message, it's time for you to actually start taking control of your online presence and have a clear plan and a clear strategy. And this is why I've actually launched my Digital Success Strategy course, to actually help business owners map out exactly what it is that they need to be doing online to help them grow their business. So make sure you click on the link below and check out the course, because it's going live this week. If you'd like to learn more about how to grow your business online and how to understand digital marketing, then make sure that you hit the subscribe button below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time we upload a new video.